are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, if you've been staring at your closets, your counters, even that just one junk drawer, and think, I know I should declutter, but I can't bring myself to get rid of anything. Well, you're not alone. Today we're going to talk about how to declutter when you want to keep everything. And I promise this is not about getting rid of your treasures or living with bare walls. This is about finding a balance so your home feels lighter and more functional without feeling like you gave up everything you love. And if you're getting ready to sell your home, this will make your move easier since you'll only be taking with you what you purposely kept. So let's dive in. Before touching a single item, take a second to think about why. Why do you want to declutter in the first place? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Do you need an easier cleaning schedule? Or maybe you want to make space for some new memories and experiences. Knowing your why will give you motivation to start and keep going when you hit a tough decision. So instead of focusing on losing things and getting rid of stuff, let's focus on what you're gaining. Calm, peaceful, and functional space, and hopefully an easier move. Now, if you're already holding on to everything, starting too big can feel paralyzing. So you want to choose the smallest, least emotional space you can find. Maybe a bathroom drawer or the top of your dresser. The goal is to get one quick win under your belt so you can feel that instant sense of progress. Small wins build momentum, and momentum keeps you moving. It's very similar to the Dave Ramsey snowball method. You pay off your smallest debt first, so then you've got that win, and then you pay another debt off, and then you've got another win. It'll be just like this. You do one drawer, yay, it's done. Then you do another drawer. So we're going to give you our favorite items this space. They deserve to be seen and appreciated. For everything else, we'll find a new home. So this shift in perspective makes the process so much more positive and less like a chore, because we're going to focus on putting our favorite things on a pedestal and not focus so much on what we're getting rid of. Because we're still going to keep our favorite things, we're just going to get rid of the things that don't need to take up space in our homes and we really don't need to keep around anymore. Instead of trying to make every decision permanent right away, we're going to create 3 piles: keep, donate, and decide later. So this system takes some pressure off, and you'll find often that decide later pile kind of shrinks on its own once you see how great your space looks with less clutter. And then that keep pile is only for those things that you use regularly or you absolutely love. And that donate pile is for things you know you can part with. The decide later, that's for the tricky stuff, and we'll deal with that later. Like I said, it'll slowly go down as you see what you're going to keep and what you donate, what you have space for, and you'll realize that you don't love it and you don't use it regularly, and it'll help you go through that as well. Here's where things get powerful when we think about that keep pile. Things to ask yourself are, does this actually make my life better? Or is it useful, beautiful, deeply meaningful if it has a memory that's tied to it? So if the answer is no to anything, it's probably safe to let it go, and it might have a better home somewhere. That might help you think about it that way too. So it is not meant to be ruthless. It is about making sure your home is filled with things that truly serve you and reflect the life you want to live. It can make your whole mind seem clearer if your space is clear. Some other questions to think about are, have I used it in the last year? That's a long time, 365 days. If you haven't used it, you probably won't in the next 365 days. Does this bring me genuine joy or serve a purpose in my life? Can I actually use it? Would I buy it again today if I saw it at the shelf on the store? That was probably a good one. Another thing to think about is if I can replace it for $20 in 20 minutes, meaning the store is within 20 minutes where I can spend $20, then I probably can let it go because it would be easy to replace. If it's not easy to replace, that may be worth keeping. So these are all good things to think about as you actually put those things in your keep pile. You'll find out that many items in your decide later pile will eventually be removed from the home once you see how much you've already decided to keep and how much your space is filling back up. Now, many of those items that you do decide to part with, you can donate, you can recycle, you can sell, especially if it's a lot of larger items like furniture that you can be ready to part with. You can sell them on Facebook Marketplace, you can donate them to something like the Mission of Hope we have locally, or the Pregnancy Center for people to raise funds with, Or if you can also just put it up for free cycle if it's not worth it for you to take to a donation place, and just put it on the curb, put an ad out, and they'll take it away. So there are some different options available once you're ready to get rid of some of your clutter. For the things that you absolutely love but feel bad tucking away in a box, find a way to display them. A shadow box, a small gallery wall, or a single shelf dedicated to memories lets you enjoy your keepsakes without filling every corner. So when you see them every day, they actually mean more to you, and you're actually putting something in your space that's really special to you. And that designated space for all your keepsakes will give you everything you want to save in one spot. This way you're honoring the memories without letting them take over your entire home and having a little bit here and a little bit there. It feels way less cluttered if you just have that one spot that's dedicated to your memories, and then you're really putting those up on a pedestal and you're decluttering your space that you need for storage or getting ready to sell. Now, if your reason for decluttering is that you're thinking about moving or selling, you'll really want to be even more intentional about what stays and what goes. A home that feels open and clutter-free shows so much better. And plus, you're really going to have to think about what's worth it to move. That's another thing that you'll have to add to your checklist of why I'm keeping this, because if it makes more sense to sell it here and then move and then buy it there, you'll save money with moving trucks and boxing it up, packing it up, unloading it, unpacking it. There's a lot of time involved there. Now, obviously, there's going to be some things that you are going to take with you, but help that think you through the process of really whether you want to take it with you, or if you're just going to keep it while you're in this home and then get rid of it. That's an option too. And then at that time, you can also consider whether you're going to sell your house furnished and only take you like your clothing and your personal items, or you're going to take everything with you once you get through the decluttering process. So what tips and tricks have you used to help you get your home decluttered and ready for selling? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's really important to be in the right mindset. So if you're moving and thinking of all the new things you want to buy when you get to your new place, you need to have a space for them also. And then you'll wonder why you moved all that old stuff from the old house with you. Decluttering once is great, but keeping your home clutter-free for long term takes some small habits. Try the one in, one out rule. When something new comes in, you have to make something go out. Spend 5 minutes a day doing a quick reset of your most used space. These little habits help prevent that overwhelm from building back up again. And it can also help you think when you're in the store, those questions that you ask yourself about getting rid of stuff, help you think about if that's something that you want to actually bring into the home, if it actually is going to be joyful, bring you joy, help create memories, be very useful. Will I use it more than once a year? So that helps you not clutter your house back up again. Decluttering when you want to keep everything is absolutely possible. It doesn't have to be painful. Start small, keep what truly matters, and let go of what's weighing you down. Your home should support your life, not stress you out. So this video gave you a few helpful tips. Watch this video about selling your home furnished. It'll give you even more clarity on what to keep, what to let go of, and how to make your home look its best when moving is in your future. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.